kau ki runga tāmaki ki raro, mga tōtoa ki Whanganui, pare hauraki, pare Waikato, te kaukau ro o Patetere ki te nehe nui, Waikato tani wharau, he piko, he tani wha, he piko, he tani wha, kei ngā mana, kei ngā reo, raurangatira mā tēnā koutou katoa, nau mai ki tēnei whakapāhotanga, whakamutunga me ki o tēnei whiringa whānui e ki ana ko te Super 8 Secondary Schools Rugby Union Competition ki konei, ki kirikiri roa ki Hamilton Boys. Ki ngitu heitia ki te rangi ngā waihono i te pō ki te whenua te kāhui āriki whānui tonu rire hau paimarire. Anā he wāhanga kōrero māku ki te hunga kua riro i ngā rangi tatane. Anā ko te tehi o ngā korokoro tui no te moana nui a kiwa arā ko Fiji tēnā. A wai hoki ko Ozzy Osbourne. O tira ko tērā o ngā kaimamau rongonui i roto i ngā tau ko Hulk Hogan. Rātou, te hunga mate ka rātou. Hoki wairua mai ki a tātou ngā purutanga Māori o rātou mā tēnā koutou katoa. Dale, Papa, it's a privilege to have you by my side celebrating youth sport here in the last round robin clash of the Super 8 rugby competition. It's a buzz, it's been a journey and I've enjoyed it thoroughly and I'm looking forward to today's game.
Yeah, absolutely. Nei rata mihi ka koutou kia ora roa atu koutou katoa. Māori ora ki a tātou. Our pleasure to welcome you along to our coverage here of the last of the pool games of Super 8 Rugby 2025, and it's fitting that we're here at Hamilton Boys High School. Such a powerhouse in secondary schools rugby across the years. But Hastings, of course, they've been to the grand final as well. So it's still very much alive, this competition, far from a dead rubber. There will be some need for some different permutations of how things might pan out for next week's final. But suffice to say, it's a pleasure to have you with us here today. And it's a beautiful day in Kirikiriroa today. Came over the hill across the Bombays into some fog, but it's cleared beautifully. And we should be in for some fast, open, running rugby. And, of course, our rangatahi at their best here in this wonderful Super 8 competition. Good to have you with us wherever you're viewing across Aotearoa and indeed across the world through the net. The points table sees Palmerston North with a solid season. Rotorua sitting in second place, but 3 plays 4. There's always a lot of heat on here, and it's going to be one heck of a game this afternoon, Moiho.
Ai, tika tau tei, i nāu nā kōrero e hara i te mea he kēmu hakaharatau, he kēmu makarauna noiho tēnei, kei reira tonu, he wāhanga, kia whai wāhi atu ai ko here taunga pea. Ki te tuarua o te tepu, ka kite atu rātou ki tērā o ngā whiringa toa whakamutunga. Hoi anō, kia kaua tātou e titiro ki tērā atu āhuatanga i nāne, taiho ake, ka kite atu ko wai ka hua, ko wai ka tohu.
Great to have you with us here this afternoon. Earlier, Moiho caught up with the coaches. We'll start with the kōrero from the Hastings coach first.
Ka te ake e te iwi kei taku taha ko te kai manaki, kai whakahaere i te kapa o here taunga nei. Jason, no te tairawhiti Ngāti Raukawa. Jace, you've been a DP kaiko at Hastings for over 20 years or so. What brings you most pride sort of contributing towards the rugby space for these lads?
Oh, I've always had interest, obviously, in the rugby side, and I think it's a great vehicle for boys and education and things around teaming, team bonding and creating friends for life and stuff like that. So, yeah, it's and the Super 8's an awesome competition to be a part of.
You guys have tracked quite well this year, and what's been some of the challenges sort of staying up this half of the table?
Oh, it's a competitive competition, probably one of the more competitive competitions in the country, and every team goes through adversity, whether it's injuries or things that might have happened at school and stuff like that. So, and we're no different. So we've had our ups and downs this year, but it's still nice to be in the race, so to speak.
Kati kei taku taha i nānei hoa mā Cam Morby, te kaiako matua o tēnei kapa o Kirikiriroa. Cam, as an old boy, it must bring great joy to carry the reins of Nigel and obviously promote and support Hamilton Rugby.
Yeah, kia ora Luan, 100%. Really proud to be coaching this team and leading on, I suppose, following Nigel's footsteps and Greg's for everything they've left behind.
This is such a tight, competitive competition, and we in recent years and in previous years, Hamilton are normally sort of at the top or near the top of the maunga. What's been some of the challenges i tēnei tau?
Yeah, like for sure. I think more so than anything, the competition is just tighter than ever. You got to really be on your day. Anyone can beat anyone, as we've seen with both Palmerston and Rotorua at the top at the moment with a loss each. And then of course, we tripped over a couple of times through the middle parts of the season, but the boys are. Look, they've bounced back, and the holiday break did them the world of good, and they're right up ready to go today against Hastings.
Yeah, great to have such experienced coaches, such committed coaching and administrative staff behind the efforts of these rangatahis. They make their way out onto the field here today. Great to have Hastings in town, of course, travelled up by bus, and they'll be ready to do their community proud. A warm welcome to those of you viewing in Heretaunga here on Whakaata Māori. A pleasure to welcome you along, and of course all of the sponsors that help to bring this Super 8 rugby to the fore. Let's have a look at the lineups here.
Ai rā, kei te wāhanga ki ngā paumua e hoa mako Israeli ko JJ Lilo Iosefa, ko Nehe Maia Luvau, ko ngā kai Whitiki me ki ko Eli Southwick, Lockie Varco, ko te namawaru o te kapa o Heretaunga nei ko Panapa Peia, topatahi tana whāmowina, kei ngā parirau i nāne e hoa mā ko John Lameko, ko te parirau matau ko Rafe Robinson. O tira ki te hiku o te kapa, te haika, te whurupeke me ki ko Gabe Teha, ki te pai hiriri ko Sione, ko Whanonga, ko La Danian a Kiong, Manu Halofia, Tamati Pere France Davita, Tama Edwards Butler, o tira ko Phil Burr-Viljoen, ko te kapa o Heretaunga, coached by Jason Schumacher and Carl Lowe. Ako ake nei ka te tiro tātou ki te haukainga.
And here they come too, so it's Hamilton boys making their way out onto the field. And a wonderful guard of honour for these young men as they make their way onto the track. And you might note the different colours. These young guys recognise the need to support cancer research in New Zealand, and for the Cancer Foundation they put to their connections, how about we wear pink for the day, we auction off our jerseys, raise some money for the Cancer Foundation, and at the same time highlighting the many whānau who are grappling with cancer issues. We'll present a QR code through the course of the broadcast here this afternoon, and you might be able to support as well from home. Their lineup today: Ralph Walker, Vander Hayden, big solid front row. Their locks: Saxon and Mills. Arnold is your skipper for the squad today, bringing in Grice and Dunlop, and into the experienced backline with Roos, Brotherway, Parai, Kara, Guerin, Stevens, Paringatai. Their bench today: Tohia Dent, Puamo, Foot, Sturm, Wales and Hunter. The coaches are Cam Morby, Johnny Tiruki Chambers and Talona Richards Coxhead, and Janelle Cullen Wright is their manager. Just about to get underway with the wonderful pre-match rituals that are the hallmark of secondary school rugby, certainly to the fore here in Super 8 Rugby. So it's wonderful to have you with us on behalf of Local Gecko Productions and Whakaata Māori as we bring you the action of the last of pool play in the Super Rugby 2025 competition. Ngā mihi, nui ka koutou, and kia ora o koutou tautoko te kaupapa o tākaro mō ngā rangatahi katoa.
Ka ti taiho ake tātou kia rongo i te ihi, te wehi, te wana, te mauri o ngā haka a tāne rore. Ngā mahi a hine te rehia, ana tautoko pau te kaha ngā korero a pāpā mō tēnei wahanga a ki te whakataitai nei.
Victory!
Raue te haka as now we await Hastings. The Hamilton Boys haka the values of the lion on the school crest. The taliwha symbolises leadership qualities, honour, bravery, strength, and of course the phrase Waikato taliwharau ties to the river and its cultural significance. It also honours Hotu Mauia, a revered ancestor of Ngāti Wairere, and reinforces the bond to the mana whenua of this kura. And it also connects to the past, fostering unity with those who the haka is performed for. So just changing ends here. And we're about to get underway here with Hastings, Hiratanga, and Kirikiriroa Hamilton Boys High School. Such a proud history, a number of the players in the local squad as well. Brady Thomas is in control of the action with the whistle in hand today. And wonderful to have you with us here live on Whakaata MāORI. And thanks to all of the sponsors, including MāORI Active, Caltex, Apollo, who have been part of the broadcast team throughout 2025. We're about to get the action underway. 35 minutes a half, lots to play for. Still a chance for Hastings to make the final. They'll have to play very well here against a team who loves to protect its home turf, Hamilton Boys High School. Just steadying. There's the hooter for the start. Great to have you with us here at Whakaata MāORI. Super 8 Rugby coming at you live. And it will be the home squad playing from left to right. Just steadying things up. And Hastings have got hold of the football here. So he could play from them early on. I just want to settle things down. Everyone's a little anxious going into these games. Reaching over, first penalty of the afternoon for Hiratanga.
Ai, tika tau ana, timatanga pai tēnei mo te kapa Hiratanga o tira ngā manuwhiri. I te rāwiki, mātaki-taki a hau i te kapa o Kirikiriroa. Tino hau kere tia rātou.
One thing we know about the fans here is they really come in for the local games as well. Parents, there's been a great sporting morning already here at the kura. And just reaching over, the referee will have not a bar of that one too. So Hiratanga with the throw-in. Here's a great opportunity for them to start off climbing high. Nicely to pick it up as Paya. Weaving around on the far side. Some pressure on here for Kirikiriroa. Hiratanga steadying the ship. There's the big number 2. Grinds it forward just a couple of metres before laying it back nice and clean. Through their hands. Whara Navalu. He's had a good season so far in Super 8. The big prop forward. Numbers down the right-hand side. Still setting up nicely. Good control. Looking to continue the phases. Varco takes it forward a couple of metres as well. Reaching for it, Kirikiriroa, and the referee has determined that Kirikiriroa will get the advantage here. Well, there's a squandered opportunity for the visitors early on in this one.
Ka pai mohi o pai tātou, me he mea kai a koe te paoro, o tira e takato ana ki te whenua, me whakawātea koe i te poro. Ana i reira ke a Kirikiriroa e whanako ana i te poro, ana ko ai ka hua ai ko te hāmene.
There's Lebeko. Good little run, gets him back on the inside. Whipping it across MΑORI. Playing in 9 today for Hiratanga. Beautiful gap and a wonderful run from Iosefo. Tries to get the ball out to the right-hand side to pick up Robinson. But it doesn't go to ground. And well, it goes to ground. It doesn't go to hand.
Ana he pōhe he nōku, he pau muri ke tēnā Iosefo. Ka wāwāhi ia I te rārangi ārai ngari. Ka kaha kitea. Ana he forward ke. Ara. Here's a replay once again. Dad, I was sort of dumbfounded that he was a back. But then by his pass, I was reminded he was a hooker.
Something like that about the hookers there. Moiho on the far side of the field there. Right up against the quite distinct architecture of the Hamilton Boys High School. Scrum feed here for Roos. Talented halfback Roos. As we see with the football, Hamilton now. They'll just want to set a stage here. There's been a bit wee wah wah to get us underway. Here's the kick, almost a charge down as well. And in for the chase. It's been touched and then picked up at the back by Deha. Gabe Deha getting it away to his left wing, Lameko. Coming in to offer some support as MΑORI gets hold of the ball. Bullet pass. That's the halfway line. It's Tonga prepared to wait their time through Vako. The middlemen trying to put the grind on. Play for Tonga. Is the left foot of the fly half, Wena. And this one's nicely put into touch. Just sort of drilled across the ground down the left-hand side of the field as well. So Hamilton in enemy territory as we go to the line out on the far side of the field.
Ana ka whakamihi au I te tirohanga. Mi te whakaro nui a te haukainga nei, ke whakamanahia a te hunga, kua pā mai te māwiwi nei, a te mate pukupuku, a te mate huka, te mate uma, a no reira, koutou I te kāinga, tēnā. A whai wāhi mai, tautoko mai, I tēnei o ngā kaupapa.
It's a good run from Walker now. It's just getting some mileage up into the hands of Van der Hayden. He's been around, very experienced here for Kirikiriroa. Looking for some clean ball, Roos. And this is some solid work rate coming in from the forwards. They want to continue it on. Here's another little stand driving it forward as well, keeping low to the ground. Hamilton Boys High School starting to build in some confidence in front of the posts here at the moment. And they'll go across to the right-hand side. They've got numbers there as well. Hastings very much on the defensive. Still with the football as Hamilton continue inch by inch to work their way towards the try line. Confidence is high here. This is good phase play as they continue to have good control of the football. And a little step, the hole is there, but couldn't quite get across the line as Botherway. Still with the football though, and the referee will come back. He was playing at the advantage, and it'll be Hamilton with a chance to go quickly if they want. They'll just take their time this time around.
Ana he pata me te prāwa tēnei tūmomo mahi mo te kapa kirikiriroa nei, o tira ngā paumua e tiki ana I te paoro, e haere whakamua ana, nā wai, ka pātata atu rātou ki te rārangi piro. Ana ka hoki mai anō te kauawao nei ki te tihi o ngā hāmene.
Sustained pressure pays dividends. And if you can control the football for multiple phases, eventually the nut will crack. And now's a great opportunity for Kirikiriroa to continue. Close to the line, 10 metres out. Good taking the line out. They've got themselves set. They've got all the ducks in a row at the moment. Can they control the football? Hastings, on the other hand, will be wanting to turn it on as Roos gets hold of the ball. Straightened run, charge towards the line. Good effort here from Kara. And Kara gets hold of the ball. Wide numbers, surely out for Hamilton, and they're in to score. It's a great start for them. And the try is picked up here by Nathan Stevens. I think it is in jersey number 14.
Ai koia hoki taku ohorere Dale, ana ko te parirau matau, ka whakawhiti atu ki te parirau Māui, ka rahi ake pe ngā kaitākaro ki tēnei taha Māui, ana ka kite atu anō tātou I te piro tuatahi o te kēmu, ana e pērā ana ngā rārangi. Just an overlap, the right-hand winger flanked around to the left-hand to add another man on the left side, and mahi mahunga tēnā, rugby IQ, nā tērā o ngā parirau kamatu, our backline whānui.
Good lead-up work as well, sustained pressure applied here by Hamilton, who'll be wanting to win in the last of pool play, and that was good lead-up effort, and in the end Stevens was able to get some clean ball, eyed the gap, and just bulleted through to pick up the try. And the flags are up as well. 7-0 start here for Hamilton. Great to have you with us. I'm Whakaata Māori, bringing you the live action here from Super 8 Rugby in Kirikiriroa this Saturday afternoon. Here's another look at how it panned out. Rue's got his hands in there as well. Nice work as well from Botherway. And in the end, it was Nathan Stevens who was the benefactor of the good lead-up work from his teammates. Well, you've been calling Hastings in the last little while as well, their manager pre-game. was pretty satisfied with the season so far for the boys from Tauranga. A little bit of a slip mid-season for the hosts. They find themselves in 4th position on the table, Hamilton. Another good touch finder. And I thought good, but perhaps not. Might have jumped the gun.
Okay, mai anō, ki te wāhi I whanahia ai kirikiri roa. Te Rawiki, 71 over Gisborne's 5 down in Tauranga. Whakawhiti atu ki te hunga no here taunga nei, 41 points to 27.
Lots can change in a week as Lauvau comes forward too. Well, they'll want to come back with their own answers as Hastings get hold of the ball. Quanavalu once again. He's strong. Pushing towards the line now as they work it to the right-hand side. Blind pass too. Well, that ball has gone to ground. It's scrambled at the back. But Hastings still have control of the football. They'll just want to settle things down again as it comes into the hand of Lilo Yosefo. Popping the pass and, oh, that was almost a beautiful play. But it's been a knock on. Hamilton will get the scrum feed here. Just 22 metres or so out from their own line. Let's have another look here. It was all setting itself up nicely for Hastings. This is Lilo Yosef. And that ball there from Quanavalu. Couldn't work itself out. Just about to pack the scrum here. MāORI active in your corner, encouraging all of our whānau, even as we get into parental age and pakeke, to remain active as a whānau and not just give up sport as many do, I suppose, in their teens, organised sport. So it's a great initiative from Whakaata Māori, once again encouraging us all to remain active and stay with some of those health challenges that can come. So it's Hastings boys to feed the scrum here in their distinctive pink jerseys this afternoon. All will be auctioned at the conclusion of the game. Now, a bit of a ceremony as well. You're able to get online and put a putea together if you'd like to get hold of one of these jerseys, one-off jerseys. There's a lovely kick downtown, right to the depths. As Deha takes the ball in, but referee, as you can see, offside. And now it's Hastings with another good opportunity.
Ara no atu ngā tini ture o tēnei tūmomo kemu. Rawa ua mōhio hea te tika ngō taua hāmene engari. Ai hei tāu e te eo ko te tūhapa ke. Ai, ka koa te ngākau o te kai kāpene o Hastings Boys ko JJ Lilo Iosefo. Ana ko te kaiarahi, te kaiurungi o te waka o Hamilton, ko Alex Arnold.
These are the skippers. Here's another chance. As you can see, a lot of young guys camp on that sideline, on the far side, or the opposite side of the field to the buildings here at Hamilton Boys. It's a neat image, isn't it? Here's the throw-in. Just the one try scored so far. And that was a good try scored by Stevens as well, with good lead-up work. Hastings have hold of the football now. Sending some of their big guns up through the middle. Vinnie Kite now with Southwick. Lays it back. In fact, good little run, darting run from Lauvau. Tonga still with the ball. Here's Kite once again. Gets the ball on now to Lilo Iosefo. The big man puts one over the top. It's taken in from Quanavalu. He's the ground, Quanavalu. Can they control the football? Hastings still have it. Referee says play on. Go you good thing, he says. And out they come again. Hastings grinding towards the line. They're only 1.5 meters away from the try line. Can they control the football as Quanavalu once again gets a beautiful tackle. Nailing him too, far from the line. Turnover, and Hamilton come away with the football. A sigh of relief from the crowd on the sideline who are here to support them this afternoon. Then it's the big don't argue downtowner. Let's see if the bounce is kind enough here for Hastings to get hold of it. 40 off on their own line. What a hit coming in. Almost blind shotted the fullback. It's the ball. In fact, it's Rafe Robinson who has the ball. But Hamilton putting the pressure on. And it will be a scrum feed for Hastings. But I tell you what, they're here to play this afternoon, the home team. These young fellas, they really want to get into it this arvo.
Ana ke te rongo te MΑORI, e te rongo hoki te ihi. Me mihi ka tika au ki ngā paumua o here taunga ana ka kite atu anō i tō rātou tū pakari. Ana ko te pau wātea a tēnā. Ana Israeli Koranavu. O tira te pau wātea. Ana ko Nehemiah Lauvau. Piki whara e rā paumua.
Piki whara e. Don't worry about that there. Moiho. It's the scrum feed. It's MΑORI. Te Ariki, Joseph MAORI. They'll try their hand down the right edge. A little bit of a dummy. Need to control the football. Panapa Lambert is to ground with it. Hastings. Oh, look, I'm really liking the defence. That's Kent Mills who came out quickly from the line, putting pressure here on this Hastings squad. He's having a barnstorming game at the moment. It's Hilali. Looking for a bit of a chip, and it comes towards Hastings, and it's turned into the hands here of the 6, PJ Pavey. Hastings, still one try. It's tough work at the moment, both on attack and defence for these two young squads. They know it's the last round of Super 8 25. The ball over the top, bit of a Harbour Bridge pass. Coming back into the action, here's Lamekal. He'll set it up. MAORI delivering. Oh, they're willing to give the ball some beautiful air as Vinny Kite gets hold of it and charges forward with the assistance from Southwick, both playing strong at the moment. Kwara Navalu, again, it's on to Lilo Iosefo. He'll set it up, reaching over for the football. Hamilton has stolen the ball, and they're away. And there's the flick pass. It's going back and forward at the moment here.
Well, we are in the Kingitanga territory. They'll tau tu atu mai. You have a bit of a jam with the ball. Give us a jam with the ball.
And they come down the left edge, and it's Pavey with the football for Tauranga. He'll set it up good too. MAORI, but it's past, still in control, Hastings. Referees saying, I'm okay, as MAORI tries to dart forward, tries to steal the sun and a few extra metres as well towards the line. Here they come, here to Tauranga. They've been playing good in 25. Can they capitalise here? So close to the line, the referee's having a decent old look. But they weren't able to get across. He'll back it up, penalty right in front of the posts. Just a little bit too eager on that defence as the home team from Kirikiriroa just pressing forward too early.
Ana, he māma te kite atu, te kounga o enei tīma e rua. Nā ko nā, ka mōhio ai tātou, he aha i tū ai, i tū tuarua, tuatori mai, tuawha mai. Ko whakatau te kapa o here taunga nei ngā manuwhiri. Ko te whana hāmene e whai ake nei. Anei te whakapapa o te hāmene. Tata tonu, tata nea.
Ai. E reka au mahi. Right in front, taking the easy 3. That's sensible. This could be a tight, tough grind today. And the 3 points easily secured as well. So, 7-3 scoreline. Hope you're enjoying the action here on Whakaata MAORI. On a day that Hamilton boys have decided to stand tall for those whānau who are grappling with the challenges of cancer. What a wonderful kaupapa it is for these young guys to prioritise. It's not as if their teachers came and said we should. They went to the teacher and said, how about we do this? And so if you're able to support, that'd be hugely appreciated. Nice take high from Katoa Kiong in 13. And not surprisingly, kicking forward touch on the far side of the field, but it's not going to end up exactly where the Hastings kicker wanted. This looks like a chip for the regather. How's the bounce going to be? Instead, it ends up in the hands of the 10 from Wina. Hamilton come piling in to see if they can resecure the football. The coach will be pleased with how they've gone as Deha this time gets it across the line on the far side of the field. And we'll pause slightly as we go, in fact, back. It's been outside the 22, obviously, when he put the kick on.
Ngā mehe me ka mahu e ia koe a te wāhanga ki te QR code, ki te tautoko I tēnei kohi ngā pūtea. Ana tiro hia, te whārangi pukamata a Hamilton Boys, kei reira ngā āpititanga kōrero. Click on the link, access the Facebook Hamilton Boys page, and you can contribute towards such a choice idea of supporting our whānau that have been affected.
Yeah, these QR codes are really making it easy to contribute. Hamilton have the football. Look at them, just working their way through. Noah Walker, who is at the back, he'll be joined there by Corbin Dunlop, who gets hold of the football as well. Hastings need to be on their guard. This is tough times for them. Looking to squeeze it down the left corridor. Can't quite get through there. But as you can see, certainly Hamilton are trying hard this time, though. It will be across here for Hastings. He'll get the ball just in front of their own line. Well, it looked very threatening for the visitors. Tight and tough, as you'd expect here. Better understanding, good cohesion through the squads as they've worked the year together. The final, either way, will be coming to you from Palmerston North next week. Still some conjecture as to who will be their opponents, but we'll certainly let you know that as we get later into the game. That's Noah Walker with the football here.
Ana ka hoki anō pe ki e ngā kōrero te o ngā kōiriritanga, o ngā raraunga, o ngā kau te whakamutunga me ki. Ana kei te tua toru a here taunga, they're sitting in third place. Ko te tuarua ko ngā raukura o Rotorua. Ana, mehe mea ka hua mai a tauranga I tēnei, mō taku he, mehe mea ka hua mai a here taunga I tēnei rā, ana ka hinga a Rotorua, ana ka whai wāhi atu. A here taunga ki te whiringa toa whakamutunga.
Tēnā koe, I think Rotorua are lining up today against you Plymouth Boys. Want to be just acknowledge all the connections, all the teams that are playing Rotorua Boys High School at the moment. School on 12-7 over New Plymouth Boys High. We'll keep you posted as best we can through the course of the afternoon. And thanks to Rob and the team for bringing those stats to us live. Hamilton still one try, 7-0 lead, 7-3, I'm sorry. But they have control of the football at the moment. This is Botherway once again, and out to Guerin. Oliver Guerin has the ball. Good tackle as well. Put away by Lemekle. He's done some fine things early on in this one. 20 minutes gone, 21 now. We weren't anticipating a low-scoring affair, but it could pan out that way. Alex Arnold, skipper, with the football, takes it in. His big number 8, Dunlop, getting himself positioned. Here's another charge from the base of the ruck. Hastings will need to be on guard here. Bit of intent with the play at the moment by Hamilton Boys High School. As you can see, content to just get there millimetre by millimetre. This time they've got an opportunity out to the left-hand side. Lovely little run for the line, and it will be successful as well for Max Cutter. Max Cutter into score for Hamilton, try number 2. And there was some wonderful lead-up work here and deserving of the 5-pointer as well. Let's get another look at it. We'll call it in with Moiho Husband.
Ana ko Max Kara tēnei. Ana he whetu maiangi ia. Pakari tana kēmu I te rāwiki. Ko ia me tana hoa haere ko hakopa pari ngātai. Max Kara me matara te iwi Māori. O tira ngā hoariri o te ao whānui ki tēnei. Tai tamatāne. E eke ana ki ngā taumata. E tika ana.
Yeah, that was great lead-up work there from the home team. You know, there's a lot of trust in each other on display here this afternoon. They know each other's contribution, their skill sets, and how they can set things up. Max Cutter was ultimately the benefactor of it. Another one from out wide. Let's have a look. And that one also raises the flags. So Cutter into score after 21 minutes. And a 14-3 scoreline here for Hamilton Boys in the last of pool play.
Ana mai te hawhi pēke I te tuatahi ki te topatahi. Ki te topa rua anohi, hangarite ana tērā piro ki te pirau tuatahi nā te kaumā whā Nathan Stevens. Ngari, me mai koe e Dale, e hara te piro te wahanga motu hake, a ko ngā mahi I mua no atu I tērā o ngā piro, mā te toko iti, me te toko nui, te takitini, ana, koe rā I hua ai ko kirikiri roa.
Setting it deep this time, and not surprisingly, Hamilton want to play down the other end of the ground. This one is taken in nicely as well, and stepping through is Johnny Lemeckel. And a penalty as well for Hamilton, so going backwards at a fast rate of knots here. A few little errors creeping into the game for the visitors. Chip over the top. Now that's a brave play as well from Hamilton, but they're inventive and prepared to try something different. Hastings now with the football. They need to control it as well. Might they have numbers out here to the left-hand side? They certainly have. This is Lemeckel once again. If he had a managed to get that ball across the paving, could have caused some problems down the left edge for Hamilton, or their right edge defence, I should say. Dummy half work for Roos. Happy to just push their way forward slowly and purposefully, but another penalty. The count against Hastings is starting to build here. 24 gone in the first half here. Round 7, Super 8 Rugby 25, live on Whakaata MāORI and brought to you in association with Apollo, MāORI Active, Caltex, and all of the sponsors who've been so supportive to bring this action to you live across Whakaata MāORI.
Tikana kia mihia, kia whakanuia, te whakamānawatia era o ngā huruhuru I tautoko I tēnei manu kia rewa ai ki ona pai maunga. Ana, kaua ki tēnei kēmu anake e whakapāhotia ana, e purei ana ki ngā tiwi hurino I te motu. Engari tonu ko ngā kēmu e whakatairanga hia ana ki te ipurangi. Just a big plug that Local Gecko and Rob Riddell, the Whakaata MāORI Active Initiative, don't only showcase the linear games, also the remote games have been contributing towards the success of another awesome Super 8 Rugby year.
Yeah, absolutely. All are deserving of some commendation and reference today. Paringatai getting himself busy. Here's Hamilton. Bullet pass into Kent Mills. Mills will go to ground with it. He too knows the importance of giving clean ball to his backs as Roos comes in. The big boys are set. Alex Arnold gets hold of it. He's the skipper and leads from the front this time around, right in front of the posts. And the penalty count was starting to skew quite in favour of the home team. This time around, Tauranga get a chance to take in some big breaths as well. Just going back, it was Cutter, Stevens, the 2 tries for Hamilton Boys High School, and the 1 penalty for our 14-3 scoreline here, with less than 10 to play in the first half of Super 8 25, coming to you live from Hamilton. Across here to our broadcast side of the field. Another look. Impressed by the work here of Alex Arnold. What's to like about his game, what he offers to the squad as the skipper as well. That one goes awry. Walker, lovely ball for Dunlop. Dunlop on the boil. Quick word for Roos. He can sense there's an opportunity left edge, and the try scorer's having another go, but that ball has gone to ground. And the referee will call them back to set the scrum for a moment there. I thought it was looking like another opportunity for Max Cutter.
Ko taua taha tonu, Dale. Ko te nuinga o ngā piro, ko ahu mai tērā taha o te whira. Ngari ko te mahi tuatahi, ko te hopu I te poro.
He's like a stocky built centre. But he's certainly powerful. Let's have another look at his running style. This is the big number 8, Corbin Dunlop. And here, a little show and to go, but just trying to work it across to Oliver Guerin. Ball didn't stick, but they're willing to certainly try their hand to give the ball some latitude as well. Bit of an injury here that's just being attended to. And once again, a chance for us to acknowledge the efforts here by the Hamilton Boys High School and their Cancer Society fundraiser. Please get involved. All of the jerseys that they're wearing today will be auctioned off as well. You'll find out all that information through that QR code on screen if you'd like to tautoko. And great to have you with us as well. And what's been a beautiful day, or what is a beautiful day here in the mighty Waikato. I think all has been resolved. Hunting and fishing gears out today. No need for gumboots though. Plenty of anoraks. 14-3 scoreline. Liking the work here of JJ Leluia Sefel for Hastings Boys High School. He's a solid contributor with the number 2 jersey on his back. He's already played in the under-18 Hawke's Bay squad and lists Jonah Lomu as his favourite player. Shouldn't surprise, I think he's plenty of our favourite player, old Jonah. And has been with the under-18 Hurricanes squad as well. That's the number 2 for Hastings, Lilo Iosefo.
Tēnō, oma tēnei, haere whakamua ana, ko te toparua tēnā, me te whanatawhiti, kare anō kia puta i te whira, hoi anō kua riro i ngā pau muri te pōro i nāne, ko Gurin tēnei, me tana kaha ki te kawe i te paoro, tau te paoro ki raro ki wanga nui i te whira, ko te namatua ono tēnei, ko Alex Arnold, te kai kāpene o te kapa, nā wairā ka hāmene hia e kirikiri roa. Kua riro i nānei kia Hastings.
Your Hastings really needed to work hard, and the referee was in their corner this time around. They'll be taking some big breaths at the moment. The coaches will be looking at their bench now as well. They've got plenty of strike power there. On the bench for Hamilton Boys, Tohia and Dent. Caleb Puamau is in line for introduction into the game with Sturm, Wales and Hunter. And of course, Phil Joyne, Edwards Butler, Tavita Pere, all there at the disposal of the Hastings Boys High School squad. Once they call them in, late to come to the line as Hastings climb, get hold of the football. Now it's through the hands of MΑORI, or push it along. Again up the middle, using their big men. Really loving this attitude. Good tackling put in there by Noel Walker. But they've turned over possession. Stevens comes up with the football now. Nathan Stevens, he's fleet-footed on the far side of the field where he's dragged down. But he'd made 20, 30 metres on what was just a very solid individual effort by the flying winger. Will come away with the football here. It looks as though it's coming back towards Tauranga. And they'll also get a penalty as well, as you can see. They're desperately in need of that as we come down to the last 5 minutes of this first half. An entertaining first half of rugby. And befitting where these two teams sit on the table. They came into the game 3rd and 4th. Hastings in 3rd with the home team in 4th position on the Super 8 table. Now once again, the left foot.
Karangona whānui tia koutou. I tērā ingoa o Nathan Stevens, I tērā wiki. I waimari e ia. E toru ke ana piro I tērā wiki, ko Nathan Stevens tēnei. Me te aha, I eke mai ia I te pai hiri. Ana I tēnei, kemu I tēnei rā, ko whai tūranga tūturu ia ki te parirau matau o te kapa, aroa kapa meki o kirikiri roa.
Once again, this attitude of sending the big men up through the middle. This is coming true, and it's working well here for Hastings. But we're into the back end, deep into the first half, as Panapa Lambert gets hold of the ball. Yeah, I'll take your point too. Stevens is all over the field at the moment. That first try that he scored for the home team, he was coming from the right edge and just worked his way around the back to pick up the try. But it's now Hastings who'll be wanting to do just the same. So here is the kick. It's going in deep where it's taken from Palingate. He'll left-footed as well. And that heads down track where the bounce is kind. Taking it to back there by Famuina. He fakes the kick, then gets the big left boot as well. Stevens gets hold of the danger man. The flying Stevens, we'll call him. Nathan Stevens setting it up on the far side of the field. Back in field they come. Hamilton Boys High School. Their big number 1, Ralph. He pushes forward a couple of metres. Ruse is directing the traffic like a pointsman on a busy intersection. And it will be Hamilton with the football here as we go down to the last 3 or so minutes of this first half action. Still very much anyone's game at 14-3. There's a lot of football still to be played.
Tērā kupu karangona I ngā kōrero o te whutuporo uri ana nei ko ngā pods, ne? Ia koe e kōrero maina he kaha no Hastings no ngā paumua rānei ki te ārahi I te poro ana he hui ngā tāngata tēnā. Pod's a bit of a buzzword throughout rugby circles with them in different groups and different pods throughout the field. So Hastings and both Hamilton are utilising that sort of game plan well.
Here's the throw-in. 2 tries to none at the moment for Hastings. Sitting 1 better on the table. There's the throw-in looking for the tap back. Referee unhappy. Whakamarama mai o whakaro o te toki o te kēmu, ne?
Ki te taha manuwhiri I te tuatahi, ana ko JJ Lilo Iosefo, te mea e piata ta maina ki taku tirohanga, ana whakawhiti mai ki te kapo kirikiriro me pēhea e kore ai whakamihi a Nathan Stevens ko Pari Ngātai, ana ko Max Kara, anō hoki.
Nice work here for Hamilton Boys High School. They've got control of the football as they send Kara in again. He's like a battering ram at times, Kara. Well utilised here from the boys in pink. Muscling up both the forward packs at the moment. Dummy half work for Ruse. Looks down the left channel, sees there's more opportunity in the right, will utilise it. Here he is again, this time it into the hand of Van Hayden. And with him, Van Hayden is Ralph. Desperate defensive work now needed by Hastings as Hamilton boys look to go for try number 3. Deep into the first half. They're so close to the line. You've got to fancy their chances from here. They'll go down the left edge once again. Here he is, Cutter. Going towards the line. He's repelled at the last inches or millimetres from the try line, Cutter. What a first half he is having as Van der Hayden goes for the line. And Van der Hayden this time, the referee says, has done enough. And Liam Van der Hayden, one of the more experienced players here in the home squad, is in to score. He's a big, strapping young rugby player, and he'll be really pleased to have got over the try for his squad. Try number 3 for the home squad.
Nā ko tērā taha maui anō teo, e whai hua ana. Ana I tēnei wā ko tetihi paumua, ko whai wāhi atu ki te rārangi piro. Me kaha whakatika, a here taunga I tērā rārangi ārai matau, kia kaupare, kia aukati, kia rāhui, I tēnei taha mōrearea a Hamilton.
I'll tell you what, this bloke's got his kicking boots on. This is Jackson Botherway. And not in a dissimilar position to the one that he slotted after the try was scored by Cutter. See if he can guide this one through the cow horns as well. And the flags stay down. So really enjoyed that first half. Hope you have as well.
Ana, ka tahi anō te pūtātara, ka tangi hia, te pūtōrino, te wihara, te aha atu rāne. E tohua maina, kua mutu te wāhanga, kua tō te wā ki runga I te wehenga tuatahi o te whakataitai nei. Kaua koutou e haere tawhiti, haere ki te kaputi, te tiki pihi ke te hoki mai ki tō mātou taha mo te wehenga rua, ko kirikiri roa tēnā, e puta aihu ana I tēnei wahanga tuatahi, te kau mā iwa ki te toru, kia mau tonu mai.
Get the MāORI Plus app. Download now on Google Play or the App Store with exclusive viewings and 100% ad-free.
Quite like top tier.
Watch us anywhere, anytime. Make MāORI Plus your mate and stream now.
Funding is a real challenge. We know that a lot of schools face that ongoing, and the reality is if you go to a lower decile school in New Zealand, you are less likely to be able to afford to participate in sport.
Obviously, having come through it myself with kids and being one of those kids myself who played sport, I know how much it defined who I was. And now being able to go, I can't fix it all, but we can help and try and give to those people who are going through a tough time. It's a real privilege, but for us, we want to see others getting involved in this. This is not a selfish thing for Apollo. This is about how can we get, whether it's construction or other businesses, to get involved in this.
There's a lot of things that kids miss out on, and so to have businesses step up and want to be involved and to help is a game changer for schools. It really is.
This isn't an ad about four-wheel drives. It's about knowing the place, as well as the locals.
We found the place. That's a good start. Built by my great-grandfather 20 years ago.
Hey! Sport is about more than just the game. It's about going from teammates to best mates. It's the high fives and helping hands. It's learning when to back yourself or back your buddies. It's actually being excited to get out of bed early on a Saturday. Sport is about more than just the game. That's why Caltex is proud to help fuel school sports.
I'm Jason Bill and we're farm around the Mid-North. We took a review of our business a couple of years ago, sort of identified challenges that we had. One was profitability, and we'd noticed on our steep hill country we're getting more and more erosion. We looked around to diversify, looked at forestry to plant on our steeper country. For us, it really addressed those concerns. By doing the forest farm model, we feel like we're getting the best of both worlds. And I'm really excited and I really do believe in this model. I think it's the way of the future.
My dad, he wanted somewhere so for all the whānau that were out streets, had somewhere to come home to, and they could call it their own. And so hence the journey of Takahanga Marae began.
Oh, why are you ruining it for, Joe? Hurry up, come back.
No, just because you're not tall enough to get on the top.
Get the MāORI Plus app. Download now on Google Play or the App Store with exclusive viewings and 100% ad-free.
Quite like top tier.
Watch us anywhere, anytime. Make MāORI Plus your mate and stream now.
Hoki ora mai e te iwi ki tēnei pāhotanga o te wehenga rua. I Wanganui a kirikiri roa me here taunga. E toru ngā piro a ki te tihi whana hamene a here taunga. 3 tries from Hamilton boys from Stevens, Kara, Van der Heijden, just the one penalty conversion. It's really going to be cut out for the Hastings boys, trying to sniff their way into the second spot. We'll have a look at the tries that have played out in this first half.
Yeah, and the first one that came through Stevens, who'd come around from the right wing and weaved his way through the back to pick up the ball. I think it came from Kara, and then emerged as well down his left flank. There's been some great lead-up work. Lilo Iosefo has been good, and that was the ball over the top to Kuala Navalu. But Iosefo has been really quite the man for Hastings as we see some great highlights from that first half. But sometimes the team that wants it most gets themselves in an advantageous position, and that's the case here with Hamilton. They'll be somewhat disappointed with their mid-season slump. But as they come to the back end of the season, they just want to make a statement to say that we are one of the powerhouses of secondary school rugby. That's a lovely carry there by Corbin Dunlop. And you'll see chiming in here with a little dummy and Fane as well. Max Culler had a good first half. So there's a lot to play for here for the home team. And of course, all their parents and their mates sideline as well. So they'll be wanting to do well, and they couldn't ask for too much better than what they've got here at the moment at 19-3. Good first half performance by the boys in pink this afternoon as we get underway with the second half action.
That was Liam van der Heijden just going in early before the whistle of the first half. It's really important that Josh, Schumacher and Kaulo got the message through to the Hastings boys' right edge, because a lot of the tries and a lot of the breaks have been coming down that left-hand flank. Let's hope that the Hastings boys resolve this in the second half.
Kia ora hoki mai e te whānau, kia ora i o koutou tautoko, te kaupapa here. Whakanui, ngā rangatahi katoa me ngā tākaro. Ki kirikiri ro i te ahi nei. Kia ora, e hao mā. And again, the boys in pink, perhaps just pushing the boundaries a little. Hastings need to be next to score just to give them that boost of confidence at the moment, having conceded 3 tries in that first half.
Me he mea ko koe te kaiako o Hamilton, e Dale ka hapea ngā kōrero. I wanga nui I ngā hawhe, what would you have said if you were Coach Cam Mulby?
Well, I would have said, boys, we just need to get up to the other end and stay solid. At the moment, our discipline has been letting us down. They've conceded many penalties, and they certainly have the strike power. It's absolutely vital that they're first to score here in the second half. Through the hands they come too. This time it's the big left foot again from Tamafomuena. At the back, I love the way they're giving the ball plenty of latitude. Both teams, though, this is rangatahi sport in the way it should be. Free-flowing, confidence building. On the far side as well, that ball comes into the hands of Cullen Pare. But the referee will call it back. Cullen Pare, taking jersey number 11 today of these one-off pink strip. Cancer Foundation fundraiser here today.
Te tiro au ki te pai tukutuku rā e mea ana, ka pehe tō tautoko I tēnei a kaupapa. Wetehi o ngā poraka, Dale, kua rua mano tāra, te nui, te wāriu o te poraka I tēnei wā tonu. So, e mihi ana ki ngā whānau e tautoko ana I tēnei tirohanga.
He pono, he tautoko. O kōrero, tēnā koe. Ko moi hau husband, taku taha. And it's Hastings now with the football. Weaving around is George Roos, working hard both on attack and defence. Tariki Joseph MΑΟRI will send it on. There's no shortage of willing workhorses to push the case for Tauranga. That ball has gone backwards though, and the referee, is he calling a knock-on? No, it's gone backwards, fortunately for them. The kick, again, from MAORI is a searching kick, taken confidently at the back with a mark as well.
Ko te wātua rua tērā, ana koe tehi o ngā paumua, kaore I te tiro. Kei hea rātou pāhi ai I te paoro. Kora te mate, mehe meka kore koe kite, kei hea koe pāhi ana. You know those blind backdoor passes, Dad?
Yes, you know those. Yes, of course, all those blind backdoor passes, son. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, it's the way to go. It's when you've got a rhythm, you can almost pass blind with guys that you've worked with.
You know one of your bros is going to be there to pick it up.
Well, that's the thinking. And just a little whisper. Chirp, chirp.
Gotcha.
At your back, you know, and you can play all those backyard styles. But really you have to dominate up front. We all know that rugby's a game where you've got to get ascendancy in the forwards. And at the moment it's been the home squad, Hamilton Boys High School, who've really laid out the challenge with those 3 tries in that first half. Stevens, Cutter, Van der Hayden as well. Once again acknowledging Caltex, the many sponsors around the field who have been supportive. New Zealand Carbon Farming. And of course, Whakaata Māori have really been pulling all the strands together for this coverage. And Apollo Projects, also Bailey's as well, have been so supportive across the, the last few years, to be honest, of coverage of Super 8 rugby.
Ana ka tahuri anō te titiro. Ki te wiki kei mui te aroaro e hoa ma, ko te whiringa toa whakamutunga. Te āhua ne, a kua tauke, kei he tū ai tēnei tukinga, ana ko te pāpā I o ea tēnā, a ko rātou I tū ai ki te tihi, a o te tēpu I tēnei tau, ana ko wai ka mōhio, ka tūtaki atu rātou, hei te mutunga o tēnei kemu, ka mōhio ai me he mea ko Rotorua tēnā, ko here taunga rānei.
Paya gets the ball nicely here for Hastings. This is a good chance for them. As we mentioned, early in the second half, it's important for them to control the football well as Paya gets them some space. Numbers out wide, and that pass was difficult for the take for Deha. Had he been able to, he almost got it, to his credit. But in the end, an opportunity with ball in hand and controlling the football in good field position. Sadly for them, unable to capitalise on. Deha had Robinson down his right edge as well, and Certainly Robinson was angling himself for a seat. Another scrum feed here as Georgie Roos steps forward with the football. Both of the nines have played strong, Roos and MΑORI. We wish all these young guys the best in their careers, whether that be through academia or trades. A lot of them have listed areas that they'd like to move into post-kura. As we see once again a smart kick from deep as well, allowed to go into touch on the far side by Deha.
It's a difficult call. I mean, we're still not sure of what we want to do when we grow up. Near there.
Yeah, I'm waiting to grow up. Yep, same as you.
But yeah, as you mentioned, e hara te mea ko te whare wānanga ana ke te oti ngātu, ko te hunga ngā kaunui ana ki te mahi, mea rātou ringa ana he huarahi anō tēnā. Ko te mea nui, kia whai kāinga rua a tātou tamariki mokopuna ki te kore, te hākina e ora ai, kei reira te tehi atu huarahi. Hei whainga mā rātou, hei oranga mā rātou.
Hamilton once again with the tap. And Van der Hayden scored a good try at the back end of that first half. He's taken by his opposite number, Laval. Centering up now. Just looking for multiple phases here. Hamilton, and the cutout ball is sweet. And it comes out wide as well to Cullen Palo, my apologies. Palo with the football. This is good play from Hamilton. They're looking for try number 4. They're inching their way forward yet again. Pressure on for the Hamilton defenders. That's a good tackle put in there by Southwick, but they've still got the ball alive. Pretty and pink today as Stevens gets hold of the football and his dazzling footwork comes in for try number 2. Stevens is putting on a show here this afternoon as he comes round to score right underneath the black dot. Well, some shimmering footwork from the flyer on the right side. Nathan Stevens needed the support of his teammates to set it up for him, but once he got hold of the football, it was magic all the way home.
Ka tahi te waiwai para huti ko ia, me te aha he tohunga tepe tēnei, matau, MΑORI, me te mātau o te tangata kia whakahokia mai te paoro ki raro i ngā paupiro, i ngā pau kaura kia māmā ake ai te whana tautoko a te topatahi nei, a Jackson Botherway.
Yeah, well, that was beautiful work there by the right wing for Hamilton Boys, and he was sidestepping smartly. Just as it was stepping as you've managed to dodge responsibilities in your life there, Moiho.
Geez, I'm a gun at sidestepping the tea-towel there, pups.
Yes, you've been a standout performer in that regard.
Hey, I need to acknowledge the efforts from our Paumua, Liam van der Heiden. He was responsible for a bit of a crash ball to centre the play up, and then rather than just taking it to ground and planting, he thought of popping it back and keeping the flow on, and that was to the success of that try once again by Nathan Stevens.
Yeah, Stevens has been deadly as today. Oh, there he is again, is it? They just want to send the ball his way. Every time he touches it, something seems to happen. There's the chip over the top too. Let's watch this bounce. In fact, it beats everyone at the touch on the far side of the field. Well, that scoreline is becoming a bit of a hurdle, a mountain to climb, and a more steep climb it's becoming here, minute by minute, here for the visitors from Tauranga. They've had an outstanding season as a squad, but today they've come up against a team that just seemed to have razor-sharp focus right from the get-go. Maybe it's the bonding that they feel as they commit themselves as a team to raising money for the Cancer Foundation. It's a lovely effort for these young men to spearhead and prioritise. Hastings, what have they got here? It comes through Lockie Varco. There'll be some changes rung in soon, you'd have to think as well. 12 with the footballs, Panapa Lambert. MΑORI. Don't give up though. That's the call that'll be coming from the Hastings connection sideline. keep working hard. They still have the ball on the far side of the field. Big number 8 comes piling in as well, trying to get the turnover. That one came strangely out of the mix. Hastings still have the football though. The referee's okay with this. Just trying to give it some air and some space as Katoa Kiong has it now. Set up nicely. Maui, right edge. Good defence coming in at the moment from Hamilton Boys. 5 metres inside enemy territory as that pass might have drifted forward. Referee allows it to go on as Maui gets hold of the ball. Everyone's trying to be the offloader. SBW everywhere you look. There's the awkward bounce. Good tackle. Nicely read there. That was Oliver Guerin who made the tackle, but still Hastings with the football. Coming to the game in good form, but at the moment have been humbled somewhat here by the efforts of Hamilton Boys. Still in with a decent chance though. Maui has a look up, thinks about going right and instead works the ball to the left-hand side. Still clean. Hastings in control. Kite. He goes to ground with support there from Kwananavelu. Now the bounce, important. Look out for this danger man. He's away from one. Stevens sends it on the inside. Out an audacious goose step for Cullen Palai. He kicks it alive, pops the ball up for Saxon. To the right-hand side. 18 in is Caleb Puamo. And still, it's with Hamilton Boys High School who have possession. In fact, they've turned it over. It's now with Hastings. To ground goes Varco. Everyone's scrambling for the football. Referee's well positioned. In the end, it comes out to Fomina. Puts it to the far side of the field. 3 minutes of straight play there as well. So the referee letting things roll and the boys enjoying their football. I hope you are at home as well, right here for Whakaata Māori, home of Super 8 Rugby 25.
As we divert our attention, I suppose, to next week, kia mohi ai koutou. Papaioi host the Super 8 Rugby Final. Ana te āhua nei, ko manahia, ko kehi, ko tau. Ko wai ngā kapa e rua, ka whai wāhi atu ki tērā kani nui me ki. Ana ko te tuatahi, ko te papa I o ea. Ko tana hoariri. Ana ko rotorua ngā raukura o Te Arawa Waka, Te Arawa Tangata.
We'll keep you posted when we get closer to the back end of the game. Some of the results, and these are the half-time scores. 12-3, Tauranga Boys over Gisborne at half-time. The latest update that we had from there. And also Rotorua Boys were 19-7 leaders at half-time over New Plymouth Boys. We'll keep you posted as best we can too. At the back end is Fuimwana, who gets the ball on. Hastings starting to feel a bit better about where they're at now as they step back on the inside. Nice footwork there from Lameko. But can they control the football? That's the question that's being asked. And Hamilton Boys are also shining the spotlight on as Stevens gets in. And it will be a penalty to Hamilton Boys High School. One of the players is down as well. Number 11. That's Johnny Lameko.
Ai nana te aputa. Ka te tiro anō tātou ki tērā tūmomo oma. Ana, koe rā te wharanga, te parirau matau, maui, te kapa here taunga. Tika ana kia tū pēr, te tākaro. Mr. Marāmeka tēnā. Ni te aha ko te kēmu whakamutunga tēnei, ko te tūmanako ia. Ka hare he tino wharanga.
One thing's for sure, these game servers are a stepping stone for other opportunities. Some of these players you may see in the future with representative honours, many you won't. And so what Whakaata Māori are hoping to do here is to encourage our rangatahi to continue playing sport for the love of sport. So often now we are sort of led to believe that if you can't make sport a profession, then don't bother at all and be a watcher rather than a player. But Whakaata Māori just bearing in mind our health stats and how they need improving, are part of a push to say, no, it's sport that weaves communities together. It's part of the whāriki of our communities. And so whatever you can do, whether it's just walking, gardening, or playing organised team sports, it's all good. And as I say, a few of these guys will end up as professional athletes, but plenty of them will have lifelong friendships off the back of their efforts collectively at school and in club teams. So wishing all well. Indeed, all those teams that won't feature in the final, only 2 can make it next week, which we're pleased to tell you that Whakaata Māori will be broadcasting live, and we do know that it will be hosted by Palmerston North Boys High School. They've had a wonderful 2025 season, so the scrum is set. There's a great opportunity here for Hastings. Can they pull the rabbit out of the bag and perhaps get onto the try, get across the try line, get onto the scoreboard and really create something interesting as we go into the back end of the second half. 14 minutes gone, 20 minutes to play. Quick tap and away goes Whainga. He's pulled down just half a metre shy, and then the ball has been stolen by Hamilton Boys. Clever play. I'll credit that with Butherway. Was able to just roll away and steal the ball literally out of the arms of the Hastings runner. Another lovely take as well. Hamilton Boys High School are playing really strong here this afternoon. And the boys in pink are making it stick here. This time it's the captain, Alex Arnold, who goes barrelling forward. He'll get the ball out there as they swing it across and through the hands. Plenty of latitude here. Lovely ball, little left foot chip back on the inside. The bounce here important. Hastings come up with it though. Stevens was looming large as a threat. We've already seen him score 2 tries. And again, a little bit of a knock-on from Hastings. And so from one end of the field, Hamilton Boys High School have just controlled the action with desperate defensive plays. And they've really profited here, eating up the metres, and now get themselves set just outside the 22.
Yeah, very dominant school in terms of rugby, not only nationally, engari kei te ao whānui. And at Sanix World Rugby Youth Tournament champions i ngā tau. National First 15 top 4 final in the 9s as well, and 7s opportunities as well. 14 of the last 16 seasons. Ko te Super 8 champions ko kirikiri roa engari i tēnei tau. Kare anō pea kia tino eke. Ana. Rua tekau miniti e toi ana i tēnei wahanga tuarua. Ka tau te nonoke. Whā tekau mita mai te rārangi piro kirikiri ro he oi. Ngā hua tuki moata, tuki wawe, ngā paumua, ana ko here taunga tēnei, e pāhi haere ana i te paoro ki te taha mau i tēnei. Ana ko Philberg Viljoen tēnei. Taha matau. Wainganui i te whira. Pāhi tawhiti tēnā. Tukurua ki te ti paumua ko te pau. Ko Vincent Kite tēnei, karo whakaroto ana PJ Pavey, ana ka tau ia ki raro ki runga tonu i te rārangi piro mā. Heha te whakatau a te kauawao, ko ia te piro tuatahi o here taunga, ka hore rane.
Thought they were in there, Moiho. Thought they were in this time around. Let's have another look. There's some great lead-up work here for Hastings. Took it out of nothing. In fact, it's solid as. Beautiful ball here. Out to the number 6, PJ Pavey.
Ai. Kua kōrero hia ngā kōrero. Kua wāna ngā tātou. Kua whakamana hia te piro nei.
Hard to see from our position whether or not Pavey got across the line, but the referee has confirmed that after consulting with his touch officials. Down the right-hand side, lovely little ball out, and here's Pavey, steps back off the right foot, straightens. Still a lot of work to be done here. Manages to get himself across the line. He pai tana mahi.
Aira, he tino pai, ko te pau kapo me te pau tūwhera tēnā. Ngā flankers e rua e mahi ana i ngā mahi. Ana. Ka piki te Wairua, ka piki te Māori I te rā o Ngāpiro. Ana, ko awa te kiki.
Well, this game is by no means done here. With tries like that, if they can come thick and fast, they have to do it. They've got just on 17 minutes to play. Nice little lead-up work here from Vincent Kite as well. And then PJ Pavey is into score. Just inched his way across the line. Crawling to success, you might say. 26-10 scoreline here in Hamilton. Entertaining rugby all the way. That's a beautiful take from Ellie Southwick. 21 into play too as Tama Edwards Butler. So the connections starting to utilise the bench. Hastings still with the ball. Of course, prefer to call the Rohe Heretanga. Hastings are placed on the far side of the world. Of course, Heretanga rings so nicely.
And don't start on Uru Whenua Aotearoa on the New Zealand passports there.
Oh my goodness, it'll be getting a bit political, but it seems bizarre, doesn't it? There are more things to be worrying about than that. But a lot of politicians keen to get some headlines.
These young men will be 18 or there or thereabouts. How important is then to get voting and involved with local council and things like that, mate?
Well, of course, they'll be very cognizant of that. They're speaking about it in their school classrooms, about that opportunity. People start voting young, they vote for life. As we get another look at the referee, will call them back. We're mindful that politics doesn't always mix with sport, but everything's political in Tauranga Māori. And certainly encouraging our young people to vote. I don't think it's outside the boundaries at all. If we'd been saying who to vote for, well, that might be a bit different in Moiho, but that's not what we're doing at all. We're here for the rugby. We're here to have fun, and it's been fun as well here for Hamilton Boys High School. Some would say a somewhat disappointing season. New coach at the helm, a couple of falters mid-season, but again, they're showing their class here this afternoon.
Also a bit of an update on the couple of other games. Tauranga Boys are up against Gisborne Boys, 31 points to 8. And some important news that Rotorua Boys have scored 29 points up against New Plymouth Boys High School, 12. So looking to cement themselves in the second place and making their way to the big dance.
If they can, I see what you're saying. We'll keep you posted on that at the back end of our coverage today. High tackle. Quickly to his feet though, Ellie Southwick. He's done some good work today, Ellie. Could be Eli, actually, I suppose. Eli Southwick, apologies there to your whānau there, young man. Funny, even pronounce non-Māori names, but in a Māori way. Vincent Kite.
Ko kite.
Kite, kau.
Ko kite ke.
Yeah.
Kau ko kite.
Okay. Ka roa te whānau.
Harei te mea he mea takahi mana tēnei.
Yeah.
Engari he mea whakaaro Māori nei.
Thank you. That's right. Never would we want to trample on the mana of others deliberately. But without having met some of these young guys, you don't necessarily get a handle on their handles, if you know what I mean. There's 21 with the football. This is Tama Edwards Butler, and flying down the right edge, and Stevens again. Was that Stevens? Took out his opposite number. Reef Robinson a bit dusty on it too. I'm pretty sure it was Nathan Stevens. What's he doing? Across that side again. Let's see if
he's got the right of range anywhere.
He seems to go anywhere, doesn't he? This is Reef Robinson. Chases on.
Possibly shifts to the left wing. Me ko koe te kai ako te kapa kiri roa. Oia tō waka kasi. You paddle wherever you want to go. It seems to be working.
Listen, fellas had a good game. They come over and acknowledge the chaser. Number 2 for Hamilton Boys is Noah Walker. As the referee's just having a word.
He mana nui tō te pai hihiri, Dale. He koia I rere kē ai ki te whutuporo riki. Ana, ki te eke mai te whira, ka tae te kake I te whira me te eke anō ai. Ngari ki tā te whutuporo uni ana nei. You've only got one shot as a reserve player. So you gotta make sure it's impactful.
That's right. Indeed, Max Cutter again with the ball, and now somehow they managed to merge out of the pack. Like the Buffalo boys going around the outside, but the referee says, come on back, please. Come on back, Miller Sturm. And a penalty here for the visitors. Miller Sturm in the mix today. So to do a trade when he leaves school. A lot of these guys are get apprenticeships. Maybe go and do some study at varsity. Just over 10 minutes to play here. 26.210. Hastings with the football and the throw from PJ Pavey. It's a clean ball for the boys from Tauranga, breaking away nicely as well. He's trying to sneak one down the right edge, sending the ball back on the inside. It doesn't work. And able to stop that as well as Sturm. Just a call back here. Really pleased to have you with us. Thanks again to all the sponsors who helped to pull together our Super 8 coverage in 2025. It's been exciting. There's a couple of words here from the touch judges and officials. Back in, our mics, our referees aren't mic'd up. But Moiho, you're a good lip reader?
I think he just wanted to get on camera, bro.
I don't think so. Okay, so they go again for the line out. Tana Faumuina. It's a pretty good game today, Tana Faumuina. Hastings Boys. Here's the throw from Pavey. Clean ball. And an opportunity, as you can see. Not too far away from the line. Important to stay in the field of play. They have. Here's the crash ball. Up they come. Hastings still with the football. Need it back nice and clean. It's delivered now. And in the end, the referee's seen another error. And a penalty to the home squad. In fact, it's a scrum feed to the home squad, I should say. Checking his watch. Still 9.5 minutes to play. But the deeper we go into this one, it's likely of an amazing comeback. It's a bulldozing effort right up through the middle. The players in the right part of our shot there is still on the ground, so I think we'll have a bit of an injury assessment here.
Ai, been impressed with the quality of the footy I tēnei rangi. Me te mōhio, ko te pai tawhiti, kia tū hei kaitākaro mo te kapa ōpango, hei te āpōpō, hei te āna mata. All Blacks obviously coming away with the goods with a clean sweep over France the past few weeks. I think the last one was in Hamilton. Prior to that was Wellington, and the first game was in Dunedin as they prepare themselves to go up against the Puma Springboks and MΑORI.
Also, I noticed that the Black Ferns squad's been named as well, so we certainly wish all of our wahine the very best as they embark on their challenges for this year.
Ngā mamaku. We're a supporter of all sports here at Whakaata Māori this afternoon. We have the Warriors up against the last place of the NRL competition, the Titans, who we haven't beat since 2023. I don't want to jinx the lads, but looking like a solid 4th position finish in the NRL.
Yeah, I guess so. Plenty of NPC coming up.
Palmer Cup as well.
Plenty of
top 4 comps in Palmerston North in a couple of weeks' time too, Dale, in August.
Scrambling a bit here. Hamilton Boys. A late kick from in the end goal, to be honest. Let's see if Hastings can get back and make something of it, make something of the possession. Franz de Vita, that's him with the football now. And they're rolling in the reserves. That ball has gone down and back, and it'll come back, it'll be Hastings football.
Tērā pāhi kore te tiro anō e Dale. Didn't have the haki nohi. Ia e pāhi ana I te poro. Bueno, advantage was still in the pūkoro, in the pocket of Hastings. Come home with a wet sail a little bit of Hastings. Had some opportunities in this back end of the second half.
Yes, they have. They'll look at the tape and go, oh, we might have made a little bit more of that opportunity or this one. But take nothing away from Hamilton, who started with a hiss and a roar. 7 minutes, try to Stevens. Cutter was in just 7 minutes later, so they have held a dominant position right from the start of this one. And even though there was a late try there to Pavey, plus the conversion penalty to get their 10 points, you know, it's been a solid showing here, 19-3 at the half-time break. And now 26 points to 10. Let's see if there's something that might emerge here from Hastings' time in possession. Working it solidly. At the back is PJ Pavey. He scored one before. This is good rucking work as it mauls its way forward, driving and rotating. Everyone getting themselves involved. The 12 comes in, Lambert as well. It's almost a full squad who are pushing towards the line. And it looks as though they may well have tasted success. Congratulations. And I think it's PJ Pavey. He's in for try number 2. He scored a try just, 6 or 7 minutes ago. So that's great reward for a wonderful team effort as they drove that maul towards the line. That's Pavey at the back.
E mea nā koe, Dale. He moro eke noa.
He moro eke noa.
Ai ki ngā kore waka eke noa. We're all in this together. He moro eke noa. We're all in this maul together. Kaua ko ngā pau mua anake. Ana ko te toparua anō hoki whai wāhi atu.
15 goes to 17.
Lambert.
Well, hey, we're in for an exciting
we've
finish.
seen some pretty exciting things here before, haven't we, Dave?
Haven't we just? So this is the conversion attempt from Tama, from Wina. That one, no, flags it down. So it stays, as you can see on screen, 26 to 15, 11-point ball game. Just over 6 or 7 minutes to go. Solid work in there. 17 as well, but Daniel Arkion. There's your try. So Hamilton, they've been pretty much in control as the big number 8 climbs up, Hana Papaya. And a penalty here.
Ai, ko te tikanga o taua hāmene, ko te rutu iaia hu peke ana. Tatari rāno kia taunga waiwai ki te whenua. Papatua anuku. Anā kei te rongo. Ia here taunga I te kaha o te hau. Te kaha tautoko rānei o tāwhiri mātea kei ngā tuara. Rārangi waho e whai ake nei. Tata tonu, tata nea. Te rārangi hāwhe. Here taunga. Ko kaha, te tākaro o tēnei. Maka whakamuri ke te paoro. Kei wānga nui te whira, taha matau. A Hastings. Me he hoariri reira ki te rutu iaia. Anei ko PJ Pavey tēnei.
He's been good. He's been really good this last 10 minutes. You know, you could have forgiven this Hastings team for maybe dipping their heads a little bit too when they looked at the scoreline, thought it's an impossible journey. But what we're seeing is just a revitalised effort here deep in the second half. They're giving the ball some air as well, and the chain passing, the way they're couriering the football between hands has been really impressive. And the changes that have been rung from the sideline too by the team management have also seemingly worked a treat for them, and they've still got numbers down the right edge. Pavey's been good. He scored 2 tries already. This time he gets it on the right edge, and it's taken in from Fomoina. So Hastings, maybe they're not done with yet. There's only just on 4 minutes or so to play. Here's another penalty for them as well. So certainly making the scoreboard look a little bit more handsome from the visitors' end. 26 to 15. You'd have to think Pavey's a good chance as well. Been impressed with the work earlier on too from Kwana Navalu and Lilo Yosefu, Laval. But now a chance once again. Hamilton are being forced to defend strongly. Trying to be stoic in their attitude here and deny another try to the Hastings boys. Throw in time for BJ Pavey. Easy to pick with his white headgear. It's taken by Hiratonga. They're a big chance here. Coming with the football is Vincent Kite. He's still got hold of it. The 20 at the back while they try to maul their way forward. We'll see. And they've gone down to ground. Setting it up. Hastings Boys High School. A proud kura as well from Hiratonga. Are they able to get across the line and get yet another try? And there's the try. There've been a few have travelled with them as well. Who gets up with it? I think it might be the number 20. Is it Tevita?
Aira, Tevita, France Tevita.
France Tevita. Successful. Well, look at them there. They've certainly got a spring in their step now. 26 points to 20. They'll take the quick kick. Get another look there. That's carried in by 18. Halofa. And there is France Tevita from close range. Just darts over the try line and secures the try and the 5 points here for Hastings Boys High School.
E ora tonu ana tēnei kēmu e hoa mā koutou I te kāinga e mātakitaki ana. Tērā pōhehe, tērā ko kirikiri roa ka puta ihu. Hoi anō, koe nei pē te hokitanga mai o Hiratonga. Ko ngā kau te inaene ko te rua te kau mā ono ki te rua te kau mā rua. Neke atu I te toru miniti e toi ana e hoa mā. 3 minutes to play, 4 points of difference.
What a great fight back it has been. 19-3 scoreline here for Hamilton Boys High School at the halftime break. And credit to the lads from Hiratonga. They've really muscled up and they've rung the changes in from the sideline as well to good effect as we await the restart here. What could be the final plays of this intriguing battle. Coming to you live on Whakata Māori and supported by Caltex, Apollo Carbon Farming, New Zealand Carbon Farming Apollo as well, Bailey's in the hands of Famuina. So there'll be more committed defence you would expect. 21, and on the boil comes Tommy Edwards Butler. He's on the far side of the field, needs support. Where are the Hiratonga players? Hamilton Boys High School recognise the danger. There's only 4 points in it. They've been willing to give the ball plenty of air through the course of the game, Hastings. Will we see it again? This time, centering up as Karawa Kiong loses the football. And now Hamilton Boys have the footy. And towards the line, it's a try. It's a try to Carson Hunter, which will seal the deal late in this one. A turnover of possession, 20 metres out from their own line. And Hastings gift the ball to Hamilton. And it's Hunter who will profit out wide.
Nā wai ka he, kātahi ka he kē atu. Anei te hapa, nā Hiratonga nei, ka ki te paku maka whakamua, ngari haere tonu ana ngā mahi. Gurin tēnā e whakaaro nui ana ki tana parirau. Carson Hunter, nāna te keke. Ana, te āhua nei, ko tō te rā. Ki runga I a Hiratonga me tā rātou kuhutanga atu. Ki te whiringa toa whakamutunga o te Super 8 rugby competition hoi anō. Me pēhe e kore ai e whakamihi. I te ngana, I te kaha, wene kapa e rua I tēnei tau.
Carson Hunter for Ngati Tuwharetoa in to score a try. His favourite footballer, Wallace Titi, as we get another look at it. Well, the visitors knew that they had to do something very special, and that ball has been jarred loose with some solid D. Through the hands, Hunter, the recipient, as across to try and make the tackle on him is Reef Robinson. But 31-22 has pretty much put it out of reach, you'd have to think. This time won't allow for the try scoring needed, and Hamilton Boys High School, they wanted to finish with a great effort, and they have here as Guerin gets hold of the ball. Guerin steps, slides, and still regains his feet this time. He's looking for some support, Guerin. Here come the boys in pink. Raising money for cancer. hats off to them as well. They haven't finished yet. Hamilton, if they got another one up their sleeve. That ball's been nicely picked up, still alive. Right out in front of the posts here, 30 metres out. The boys from Kirikiriroa inching their way forward again, just as they started this match 70-odd minutes ago. They'll try and protect the football. Eye on the clock. Referee has a look at his watch. Still, millimetre by millimetre. The boys in pink, fundraising for cancer, doing their best on the field and also off the field for cancer research. Magnificent grafting effort here. As we see the kick, it's into touch, and that'll be enough for the referee to pull the curtain. And it's been a fabulous game of rugby here at secondary school rugby at its very best. Tēnā te mihi, te mahi katoa of these young men. Wonderful, and at full time, it's Hamilton Boys High School who win this one in the last round of Super 8 Rugby for 2025. They beat Hastings Boys High School 31-22. Well, it certainly has been an entertaining game. 19-3 was the scoreline at the halftime break. Both teams deserve plenty of credit, and I think those who are gathered here today are very willing to offer congratulations to them both. It's going to be an interesting game again next week as we wrap up the tournament, but here we get another look at how the tries came to be. The big guys certainly pitched their efforts in today. Have a look at tries from the second half. Lovely little footwork here, and ultimately this was work here for Hamilton Boys' Cullen Parai. Had that one have stuck, might have been a different conclusion, because they certainly worked hard, Hastings, to get themselves in with a chance at the back end. 26-22 before conceding that last. Tries to step back on the inside here for Lameko. Worked out to the right-hand side where try came in from PJ Pavey. Over the top as we get another look at Kirikiriroa, giving the football plenty of air and expansive styles. Chipping back on the inside. So entertaining footy, hard graft up through the middle. And of course, plenty to like about the attitude on show here with these young men. Let's go down and get to thoughts from Hamilton Boys High School's winning captain.
Kei taku taha, e rongo ana I aia me ona pū kahu. Luxury to have the captain here who has the lungs still burning, bro. What a game, 31 points placed to 22. Hastings certainly didn't give up.
No, we came into this game knowing straight from the get-go that they're a big physical side, like to use the ball with their forwards and get some go-forward meters. So coming into this game, we just knew we were going to have to get ready to roll our sleeves up and get in, do the dirty work. And yeah, they did not disappoint. The whole 70, they were just relentless coming at us. But I'm just proud of the boys that they managed to hang on and yeah, come away with the victory in the end.
Must give you a good buzz being a leader within this proud Hamilton Boys outfit. Certainly with Ken coming in as coach to relieve Nigel's mahi over the years. How's it been directing the lads this year?
It's been awesome. I'm so grateful that they've entrusted me with this significant role within the team. It's been awesome, really, the boys. And it's not just me. I know it just looks like me making little calls on the field, but it's my whole leadership group around me. So yeah, it's awesome to have it, as well as the support of the coaches and especially our sponsors and the parents on the sideline, because none of it would be possible without them. But yeah, it's just been a surreal experience being able to captain these boys this year.
I think it's only important that we acknowledge the initiative while the boys are rocking the pink today. We've all been affected by this MΑORI, this illness that we all experience. Thank you to the initiative, and I think there might be some whānau members having to transfer some money. I've seen some of them are already up into a couple of clicks.
Yeah, no, yeah, so yeah, obviously cancer is a terrible disease throughout this country and throughout the world. So the boys organised a couple months leading up to this that we're going to wear the pink like the boys did in 2021. Just to show our respects and I guess raise awareness for this terrible disease. And yeah, hopefully lots of bids. If you want to get in the draw to get one of these, go on Gala bid. I think the bidding ends this Sunday. Don't know exactly what time. So yeah, unique jersey and yeah, for a great cause. So yeah, we're awesome.
Can be really proud of the effort this year. Well done. Look forward to having Hamilton part of the Super 8 competition next year.
Yeah, thank you. Cheers.
Ka pai, kei taku tahi nāene ko te kai tikape o te kapa o here taunga e hoa mā ko JJ Lilo Iosefo. Brother, nearly the ultimate comeback.
Yeah, be inga tu mau pele tu ono lo famoro nga lei wa I manu nuia ma to talonga le nei aso e we lava ina malolo e malolo whakamari. First of all, I'd like to thank the man above for blessing us with another day. You know, it was on the field. It was a tough game. First half, they really got stuck into us. Second half came and it was too late for us to come back. But just big ups to our bench coming on and bringing their impact. If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't have a good game today. But thank you.
Did well to finish where you finished. You couldn't make it to the big dance, but well done to Hastings and Tauranga this year for having a stellar effort throughout the tournament. Well done.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah, good young guys there too. It wasn't lovely to hear the skipper there from Hamilton Boys High School acknowledging their sincerity in wanting to raise putia for the Cancer Foundation of New Zealand. Hats off to them, and that's a reminder too that our rangatahi, are very interested in how they can help move us all forward. It's been a wonderful afternoon of rugby here in the Super 8s. 19-3 scoreline at the start, but converting to a wonderful win as we get some of the footage too and say thank you for joining us here on Whakaata Māori.
Go PJ! Go! Have a go, mate!